Hey there, Simple View 4th grade. In the previous video, we made our pattern of our snake, and we made sure all of our beads are there. And with this pattern, you want to start at the tip of the tail, and you're going to end up with the nose. The reason you want to do that, we will tell you at the end. You want to make sure you start at the end, at the tip. So you get your string. You find the ends, okay, come together, and then you pull it to there, so you find the middle, because you want your tail to start there, and you hold it. Take one side, and you're going to take your first row of your tail. It's just one bead, but you're going to do it, and you're holding onto that middle, so you know where it is, and then you're just going to place it. And you're going to take another side, and you're going to go through it. Make sure that that nose stays in the middle, or make sure that the tail stays in the middle. And then you're tighten it up, and that's your first row, okay? Make sure it's still in the middle. You can check it at any time because you don't want it to be moving around. It's still in the middle. Yay. Okay. Now we take one string, we take that whole second row, we put the bead on it, and we go clear down to our bead that we did at the very beginning. Okay. You take the opposite side, the one that you didn't thread through the bead yet. You find the end, and you go back through it. And you keep pulling it. You keep pulling it. Pull, 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 until it goes where the bead needs to go. Right there. Okay. And if you do it right, you shouldn't be able to. It won't slide on the string. Okay. You take another side, just one side, it doesn't matter which one. And we're going to do our third row. Goes clear to the end of the snake. Okay, you take your opposite side, you go clear to the end, find the tip of it, and you're going to go back through the bead. So it looks like that. Then you can pull the opposite sides. Pull, pull, pull. You got that little rattler on that. Okay, and you're taking in one side of the string. You're going to take the whole row. So you take it up, and I'm going to lace them. Bring it clear down. Clear down. It's going to look like that. I take the opposite side, the one string that hasn't gone through that row yet. I go clear to the end, and I'm going to lace it through the opposite direction and pull, pull, pull. If you feel like it's not really where it needs to be, you just need to pull it on the sides and straighten it out. Okay. All right, now I'm going to get my other side. I'm going to take my whole next row, beat it, it's going to go down, and then I'm going to take the side that hasn't gone through those two yet. I'm going to get to the end. I'm going to go back through. Now we have the first 5 rows of our snake. Okay. You take a side, get that whole next row, bloop, bloop. And you get the other side of the other string, the one hasn't gone through it yet, and you want to slide it through both of them. See, if you're stringing it on there correctly, you're not going to be able to, there's no like really loose beads. Okay, there's no loose beads because it's stuck. Okay, you can get another side. Do that whole next row. You're going to put it on there. Clear to the snake. You're going to get the other side, the one that's not through those 2 that you just put on there. You're going to go back through. So one end's going out one side, one end's going out the other. Just a good start to a snake. Okay, you just kind of repeat this step until you're clear at the head. It's just 2 by 2. You'll be pros at this before too long. And you go clear to the end. And you take your opposite string and you go back through. So one string is on one side, the other string is on the other side, and you're tightening it up as you go along. If your string gets a little bit twisted, you just kind of untwist it because it will lay out flatter if you have it untwisted. Okay. Again, I'm just going to grab the next row, put it on the string, the one side. I'm taking the opposite side, find the end, go back through, and you pull it until it straightens up. Okay. You get one side, repeat the steps. Boop, boop. You take the opposite string and you go back through it so that one string is on one side, the other string is on the other. And tighten it up. So it'll start looking really cool pretty soon. We have about 4 more rows to get to the head. Bloop, bloop. Sound effects might work, you know, you never know. The opposite side. Put it back through. You only want the 2. And so you pull, pull, pull. And if you have like weird things like this and it's all stretched out, you're like, that does not look good. You just pull and you kind of move around the beads until it straightens up. See? That's the tail. We have 3 more rows of the snake for the tail. Again, the opposite side. You take it and you thread it back through. And you pull, 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 pull. You get your next 2 beads. And you take your other side and you string it through. String it through. There you go. You have one more row until we get to the head. Okay, 2. You take the other side, string it through. Okay, so we've got the tail done and the rattler. Okay. Now you're gonna start the head, but what you do is you just take that whole row. So now I've got 3 beads. See, 3 beads. And you go 1, 2, 3. And again, you just take that other opposite side, you follow it through, and you do just that row. You pull it. There you go. Now you got your next row of your head. You have 4 beads. And you don't have to pick up the entire row. It's just easier for Mrs. Boynton. So there's got 4 beads. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And you take your opposite string. You go clear to the end. And work it through that row again. There you go. You're doing really good, I can tell. There you go. So we're starting to do our head. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go get and see if I don't, just make sure that you have all, so I put only part of the row on, and I go get the rest of the row, or just 2, and put it on. Let's make sure the whole row is on the string before you put it back through. So the whole row needs to be on the string. And then you take your other side and you're gonna go put it back through. So look at that, it's back through. Make sure your snake is tight each time, because sometimes when it's clear back here and it's swampus, it's kind of hard. Okay, so I'm just gonna take part of my row because holding 6 would be a little hard. I put those first 3. I'm not done, so I need to put the next 3. So there's that. I don't know what happened, but there, I've made it all weird. Okay, so there's the 6th row. And then I'm gonna put it clear through all of those 6. You tighten it. So there you go. Okay. Your next row is your one with your eyes. So you just need to make sure that you pick it up in the order that you have it on the paper. So you have 1, I can do it 1 at a time, but I just have to do it. I have to follow the line through or my pattern's gonna be messed up. You don't want a 2-eyed snake that the two eyes are on only the right side or something. It'd be silly. So see how those are little eyes? Oh, look, they're so cute. Okay, so here's my pattern. And I'm going to take my side and I'm going to put it through. Put it through and I pull, 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 pull. Okay, look at that. He's got some cool looking eyeballs, I'm telling you what. It's a cool little snake. Okay, we've only got 4 rows left. So I'm gonna take the whole next row. Put it on, because we can't do the whole row, okay? Ooh, that's hopeless. I'm just gonna tighten that in, there. Take the opposite side. There you go. It's getting looking good. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, we only have 3 rows left. Boop, boop, boop. Opposite side. Okay, we're gonna straighten the head out. Straighten the head out. Okay, gotta straighten it. Do 1 row at a time sometimes. Still fine. Okay, got 2 more rows left. Good job, guys. You really stuck through it. As long as you remember that you have to do a row at a time, it'll be easy peasy. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, last row, and you're gonna put him on one side, and then you're gonna take your opposite side, and you thread it through. You're done with your snake. Now is the time to tie it, and you need to make sure that you tie it well, or that a teacher or an adult tie it. Now the reason we worked it from the tip of the tail to the mouth is because when we tie it, it's gonna look like it's got a cool little tongue, which that's what snakes have. Now be careful, and I'm gonna say this because every year we have some kid do a beautiful job on their animal, and then they cut the knot like right there. And what happens is the knot unravels and then all the beads fall off. And it's really, really, really hard to fix it without getting another string. So see how it's got like the tongue? It's kind of cool. All right, thank you, 4th grade.